And we say, what's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard of Ballard Sports Media coming at you with Tidal Wave Talk. Had bye week 2 weeks ago. Great win over LSU for the Crimson Tide. Jalen Milroe had probably what some are saying probably his best game, 42-28. They have not lost since week 2 against Texas. In their last 5, 40-17 over Mississippi State. 26-20 over Texas A&M, back-to-back road games there. And the last 3 at home, 24-21 to Arkansas, 34-20 to Tennessee. Had the bye week. And then this past Saturday, of course, taking care of LSU, 42-28. So they bounced back in a big way. But they got a challenge this week. I'm not going to sleep on this. 6-3 Kentucky hosts the Crimson Tide. They were just ranked a few weeks back, but they have since lost 3 in a row, even though they did just beat Mississippi State on Saturday, 24-3 in Starkville. That was pretty good. But to lose to Georgia, what? That's crazy. Or is it? Missouri and Tennessee. Now, these are great teams, proven to be better than Kentucky this year in ways. Those are their only 3 losses. They cannot hit 10 wins in the regular season. But if they start here, what if they win out? What if they pull an upset? They're going to go bowling because they have 6 wins. I think they're going to take their 4th loss of the season this Saturday, 4 straight losses, or 4 losses on the year. Of course, they got the Mississippi State win this past weekend in Starkville, 24-3. But, you know, you look at this game, and we're going to go ahead and put this on the screen here and pull it up, ESPN. So what about Kentucky stands out to me? I think it's Devin Leary in this offense. He's 147 of 256, 1,900-plus yards, 18 touchdowns. However, he does have 7 interceptions, but that's still not bad. And the offense, we talk about it, Ray Davis, probably the best, experienced running back as a senior. I think even he might be a 5th-year senior. I could be wrong on that. Someone fact-check me. 148 carries, 903 yards, 9 touchdowns, averages about 6 yards a carry on the ground. So, but here's some stats that ESPN's put out, which I've never seen them do this for running backs like this. Yards per rushing attempt against the top 25. This is cool. 4.5. Rushing yards total against AP top 25, 229. And he's had 51 attempts, but he's only had 1 touchdown. I think Kentucky is explosive offensively, but I think they just have trouble scoring. They don't always get to the end zone. They can make big explosive plays to move the ball downfield. And they're probably going to do that on Alabama. The question is, though, can Alabama stop them in the red zone? And Alabama's been a red zone defense this year, giving up some big plays. They even stopped Texas a couple times. But, I think Alabama is in a situation. You have Dallas Turner. You got Justin Eboigbe. You have Chris Braswell. You have these guys for Alabama that want to play murder ball defense. And Alabama needs to play that against Kentucky this weekend if they want to have a chance to win this game. I don't think Alabama's going into this game, nor should they, and should anybody else out there go into this game and say Kentucky doesn't have a chance to win. The crowd, I'm sure, will be rocking. I don't know if it's going to be packed. It's an 11 a.m. kickoff in Lexington. The spread, by the way, we talk about Vegas. This is according to ESPN. Alabama is favored by 11 points, and the over-under is 47 and a half. That being said, I will say based on my score prediction, we'll get to that later. I'll take the under. I think that Alabama is in a position in this game where Jalen Milroe is coming off his best performance against a great LSU team. Now, I say a great LSU team, a great offense, but their defense has lost them some games. Kentucky, however, has a pretty interesting defense. And I say interesting in like the sense that Kentucky has given teams a fit. You know, they held Mississippi State to 3. They, gave up 28 to Vanderbilt, but they pulled away. They held Florida to 14 points, won 33 to 14. They did give up 51 to Georgia, but that's Georgia. I think still at times they had a couple good plays against Georgia, but at the same time, I just like, Kentucky has a defense that sleepwalks, but if they don't sleepwalk, they'll catch you off guard. They're not a scoring defense, but they can get to the quarterback. They can create pressure. I think they need to pick up the pace a little bit, but other than that, like they're going to try to get to Jalen Milroe, and I think the offensive line needs to play a really good game for Alabama on Saturday in this one. This will be on ESPN, noon game, Central Time in Lexington, 11 o'clock. Okay. What about Alabama? Offensive line, got to have a good game. Looked pretty good last week, I thought. It's struggled in games. It's getting better. It's coming together. Darian Dalcourt and company are stepping up. Still the lead receiver for Alabama is Jermaine Burton with 26 receptions, 537 yards, 537 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Right? Now for Kentucky's lead receiver, Tavion Robinson. Really good player all around. I've watched him a little bit this year. He's fast. He's versatile. He's going to be a deep threat that Alabama secondary with Caleb Downs and company are going to have to defend. 31 receptions for him, 462 yards and 3 touchdowns. Can Alabama's defense keep up with Kentucky's offense? Kentucky's offense has put up some points, even in their losses. 27 points to Tennessee, 21 to Mizzou, 13 to Georgia, and Georgia's defense is scary good. For them to even score on Georgia, I was, going to Athens, put up 13. That's good. Yeah, they gave up 51, but still, they gave, at least in the start of that game, they gave Georgia a little bit of a hard time. So I would say that this will be a really good game for both teams. I think it'd be a fun game to watch. I think it's fun because they don't really get on the field that often. And when you look at the last time they played in Tuscaloosa, Mark Stoops, still the head coach, by the way, for Kentucky. 2020 was the last time they met. COVID year, extra SEC opponent, wasn't on the original schedule, 63-3 Alabama. This is a different Kentucky team. I don't think it's going to be like that for Alabama. Kentucky, number one, had an off season in 2023. And number two, I think, honestly, call me crazy, but is Devin Leary a better quarterback this year for Kentucky? Not better quarterback overall, than Will Levis, but is he a better fit for Kentucky than what Will Levis was? And Will Levis was pretty good. He was good. But what about I I think Devin Leary is that dude for Kentucky. And I think he's got weapons around him, and I think they can put a hurt on Alabama's defense a little bit. Do I think it's going to happen? No, not really. I think Alabama's going to score at will in this game. They're going to give up some points. But honestly, I think this is almost a gimme game for Alabama. Now, don't take Kentucky lightly. You don't want to do that. But at the same time, call it what it is. Alabama's got more firepower and talent and defense than Kentucky does. And Alabama, closing in on the end of the regular season, wants to finish strong. And I think they'll do that. And I think it started with LSU last week. All right, time for our prediction here at Ballard Sports Media Tidal Wave Talk Week 10. We got 2 more games after this for the regular season and possibly an SEC championship, which, by the way, pretty sure locking up the West last week over LSU. But does it make it official if Alabama wins an SEC game like this on Saturday? I think so. Again, the spread is 11 points in favor of the Crimson Tide. I'm going to say in my prediction here that they do cover, and I say they beat the spread. When I say beat the spread, they win by more than 11. I'm going to say they win by 12. I'm going to give us final score of 27-15. I do think Alabama's going to struggle. I think Kentucky's going to control the clock and keep Jalen Miller on the sidelines for a little bit of this game. And Alabama's not quite going to be able to reach 30. Maybe they could. Maybe I'm wrong there. I'm not saying they can't hit it, but Kentucky likes to stay on the field offensively and have these long drives. They love to be explosive too and get it done right away. But you want to milk the clock a little bit. You want to run the ball with your running backs and everything. You want to move the football downfield if you're Kentucky. And they're not really explosive to where they could do that in one play. So they're going to eat up some clock, right? Well, Alabama, I think, could this be a close game, one possession in the fourth quarter, and then Alabama puts the nail in the coffin to win. And do this math here. I got them winning actually by 12 points. I see them beating the spread by an extra point. So, again, they're favored. ESPN says 11. I have them winning by 12. After this game for Alabama, they play, I want to say it's Chattanooga. I'm looking at Kentucky right here. They play South Carolina on the road. Alabama, double check. It is Chattanooga. Okay. At home, final home game for Alabama next weekend. And then the Iron Bowl. And we're going to really break that one down for you. So I'm excited for it. Can't wait. This will be a good game. Let me know if you're going, Alabama fans. Would love to hear from you guys. Kentucky fans want to hear from you. Why does Kentucky have what it takes to pull an upset at Kroger Field? I got to hear from you guys there. After this game, based on predictions for Ballard Sports Media, I say the Tide win 27-15. And after Game 10, they advance to 9-1. 11 a.m. kickoff Central Time in Lexington, Kentucky. Alabama's favored by 11. I say they win by 12. And they get out of there with a very good victory. Love you guys. Jesus loves you. He's got a great plan. Trust and believe that. Please like, comment, share this out, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Much love to all of you out there, and we'll do it again soon. Love you guys. Roll Tide. Peace.
Don't throw your hands up, put up your hand. I ain't talking about it down till I'm talking about the hell. I'm talking about the deal. ALABA can make it. This what I live. Alabama where I was born, Alabama where I'm from. Don't throw your hands up, put up your hand. I ain't talking about it down till I'm talking about the hell. I'm talking about the deal. ALABA can make it. This what I live. Alabama where I was born, Alabama where I'm from.
Saban in time.